A country is not just what it does, it is also what it tolerates. We must have no tolerance for this rampage of hateful violence.
Not one, but 2 mass shootings in just 13 hours. We have been to so many of these, and the words, quite honestly, are harder and harder to come by to describe the anguish and the sadness on the faces of the families whose lives have been destroyed.
For so long, folks have been experiencing these kinds of crimes against them, and no one wanted to name it.
Domestic terrorism isn't a new phenomenon. It's been around for years.
Domestic terrorism is a bigger threat than international terrorism in many ways today. We are seeing increased gun violence both in mass shootings and the everyday gun violence that affects all of our communities. My office was in One World Trade Center, so I took 9/11 very personally. I take this just as seriously.
I don't think these politicians are aware of the dangers of this hate crime for the progress of the success for our society, for our country, to live in safe neighborhood, in a safe environment.
We are very shaken, especially after the events happening in El Paso, where clearly the gunman was targeting Latinos. And the rhetoric of this administration is what is fueling a lot of this violence. And I think what we're doing here in New York sets an example on how states can take steps, precise steps to make sure that we fight back and we say no to gun violence, we say no to racism and white supremacy in our state.
We know that New York State is at her best when she leads the nation through troubled times. And we do it by reminding Americans what America really means.